Hello, guys. Welcome to another edition of Cooking with Her Spoon. So, today I'm going to show you guys how to make a delicious, quick, and easy homemade pizza for your family. I have started out with the ultra thin pizza crust. They come 5 in a pack. I picked these up from Food Lion, and they're right on the same aisle as the pasta sauce, pizza sauce, stuff like that. Usually I get the canned pizza crust that you have to roll out and form to the pan, but I wanted to do a quick meal today since it's Saturday. Okay, so we have those. They're really good and really thin. So what I do, I have the smooth part down, and this is my favorite pizza sauce, Prego, pizzeria style. So I'm gonna pop that can open, and I take about 2 tablespoons and just splat it up there. Let me put my camera down so you can see it. 2 tablespoons on each pizza crust. You don't want to over sauce it because you don't want it to be running all over the place because you have to put your toppings on as well. There we go. So that should be sufficient. And I take the back of my tablespoon and I just go in a circle like such. And it don't look like it's enough, but unless you like really extra saucy pizza, trust me, it'll be enough. It will be enough. I'm gonna rub this one around. And don't get it too close to the edge. Don't get it right at the tip of the edge, I should say. Okay, just like that. Now number 3. And once you get the hang of doing these, you're gonna love them. You're not gonna want to order pizza as much. I won't say ever again, but as much. Because of course, there's times you just don't want to cook. But this is something fun you can do with your kids as well. My kids normally, well, they're not small anymore, but they normally make their own. But I told them I'll do it really quick for them today since I wanted to go and record and show you guys how to do these easy, delicious pizzas, personal pizzas. And you can do the same thing with the full size pizza crust. They do sell the full size that's already made as well. And you just can't go wrong. These are going to cook on 400, by the way. 400 in the oven. My oven is already preheating and I am done with my salting of my crust. Just like that. Less than 5 minutes. So the next thing I like to add to mine is a little bit of garlic salt. I'm always adding things to boost the flavor in my food without over seasoning it at the same time. Just a little bit. Garlic salt goes a long way. So you don't want to overdo it with the garlic salt. But to me, it just adds a different flavor that's really good. And then I like to add a few sprinkles of Italian seasoning before we put the cheese and all that stuff on. Just a few, just a little bit for each one. All right. And next, I like to add my toppings. So, actually, no, my Parmesan. How could I forget that? And it's sitting right there. Sprinkle of Parmesan. Let me shake it up so I won't get any clumps. So, sprinkle my Parmesan. You can get a little bit happy with that, but not too much. Less is more for the most part in most of my cooking. You'll see less is more. You'll find your perfect balance once you start getting used to cooking these things that you haven't tried before. And if you have tried it, hopefully I can show you a different way if you want to try a different way. So my pepperoni's gonna go in, and all of us like pepperonis on our pizza. So all the pizzas are gonna get pepperoni. Just lay those on. I like to start on the outer edge and then finish up with the middle. Feel like I'm dealing cards as I lay the pepperonis out. Now, my hubby don't like mushrooms, so only one of these are gonna be without mushrooms. Because me and my kids, we love mushrooms. And I'm gonna go ahead and get my strainer while I'm thinking about it. That's one thing I did forget to get. I'm gonna go ahead and strain my mushrooms while I'm getting this done. Sorry. If I can pop them open. There we go. Got those. And we're letting the mushrooms. I'm gonna sit these right over here out of the way. There we go. All right, back to our pepperonis. That's a little packet that comes in there, the freshness pack. You just want to cover your whole pizza up. Like so. And these are really good with French fries for your side or either nothing. I've done boneless buffalo wings um, one time, once or twice with it. Just all depends on how hungry we are. Depending on what we have with it, depends on how hungry we are. So I have that. Now I'm gonna add my mushrooms. So I usually get like the other mushrooms. They're like the mushroom slices that's in the jar. But these are like mushroom toppers or something like that. First time using these, so it'll be interesting because they have a little bit of some kind of seasoning on it. So, like I said, all the pieces are gonna get mushrooms except for my hubby because he don't like mushrooms or fungus as he calls it. So you kind of just scatter your mushrooms however you want them. The more the merrier for me. So let me pick out which pizza will be mine. I think this one will be mine. The more mushrooms, the better. Like so. And I use depends on it all depends on what mood I'm in. I'm in a tired mood right now, so I'm not gonna do the most with mine. This mushroom won't even cut all the way. Yummy. A mushroom chunk. So that's my son's. That's my husband's. So what I'm going to do with mine, I'm gonna add me a little bit of bell pepper and onion. I like my vegetables. So slice this really thin. If you're gonna use vegetables, don't do chunky. I like to slice mine thin because it takes less than 10 minutes most of the time for these pizzas to get done. That's enough bell pepper and your onion. I like my onion. Let's get down to the meat of it. And thin slice that as well. You don't want thick slices of onion. Definitely not. I'll just scatter those up there like such. I'm all about proportion, so I try to make sure everything is proportioned correctly. I'm a neat cook. When it comes down to cooking, I like to make sure everything is neat. Okay, now here we go with the cheese. I like to use the triple cheddar cheese. Triple cheddar is my go-to cheese for a lot of my dishes because it has the white cheddar and the sharp cheddar and mild cheddar cheese mix. So I just sprinkle that on like such. And one bag of this cheese goes a long way. Because what you don't want to do is like have a whole hunk of cheese on top, and then the pizza ain't even gonna be, the toppings aren't gonna be warm because your cheese is all in the way. So just scatter it out like that. And I think I'm gonna need just a tad bit more. You might want to pick your cheese up off your pan. Don't throw it everywhere like I just did. But I think I'm gonna need a tad bit more cheese for my hubby's pizza. It's looking kind of skimpy back there. And being that he only have pepperoni, I don't want to skimp him on his cheese. So let me see. So what I'm gonna do is just add some mozzarella to his instead of opening up a whole nother pack. Ooh, this making me want to add mozzarella to mine too. Just a little bit. Just a little. And then I have to kind of remember which one I put what on, because, well, I know that one has no mushrooms, but I have to make sure I get mine with the vegetables on it because my boys don't, they're not really into the vegetables. So yeah, I'm gonna add a little bit more cheese on these. Now, I think I'm satisfied. Try to get your cheese off your pan as much as possible. So, bring this out. Okay, now these are gonna go in the oven, and I'm gonna come back in just a minute and show you guys exactly what we are working with. So, what I'll do is I'll come back and I'll just post the video of what the pizza looks like once it's done in the oven instead of making you guys wait for like 10 minutes just to see the pizza come out of the oven. So, hope this helped. Ultra thin pizza crust, mozzarella cheese, Prego pizza sauce, favorite, and then you just add your seasonings and your Parmesan. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this quick video. Give me a thumbs up, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you.